Hey guys, Kevin here. Wanted to make a quick video on some of the updates and changes coming to the Koda competitor track. So the first few months of when we changed around the competitor track, we were hitting one session per day on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. A lot of times it was like 90 minutes up to 2 hours almost, sometimes with the people that were hitting all the stuff contained within the track. And so the whole goal with that was to create a balanced program to make it fun and engaging, have a little bit of some progressions with the strength and the workouts, but mostly just kind of have some fun in the quote unquote off season of the CrossFit season. But now we're approaching a lot of the competitions coming up. We're approaching, the season and some of the bigger type of stuff. And I want to try to peak people for that and try to get some really good attacking our weaknesses and have some good progressions through the competitor track now. So we're going to be splitting the session up into an AM and PM session. And so the AM session is going to be about 60 minutes long, including a quick warm up. The PM session should be able to get done in about 90 minutes, including a warm up. Obviously, you can do a longer warm up or extend that longer if you want to. But the whole goal is to try to split up that session and get a little bit of extra volume with some weakness attacking along the way. So do not feel like you have to do all of those sessions. You can pick and choose, the things that you want to do or the things that you're bad at, but wanted to have these progressions and have this make sense for the people that are really trying to get after it and try to make some huge progress over the next few months. So our AM sessions are going to contain two aerobic type workouts, more like working on endurance, and two structure slash strength type workouts, working on structure and strength. So the aerobic workouts are going to be on Mondays and Thursdays. The strength workouts are going to be on Tuesdays and Fridays, but you could also switch up those days. There'd be a lot of reasons why you'd want to hit, your weakness right after a rest day, but feel free to switch those up depending on what our strengths and weaknesses are. So I want to keep this a kind of a quicker video, not dive really far into this, but if you are more of that like high enemy explosive type athlete where you can fire all your muscle fibers at once and you're pretty strong, you have good 1 rep maxes, but maybe we really need to work on our endurance and our aerobic base and aerobic power, I would strongly recommend to prioritize those aerobic workouts and try to hit them first thing in the day, or maybe just have that be your only session. If you're one of those opposite end of the spectrum where you're more of like a grindy athlete that's good at endurance, but maybe we need to work on our 1 rep maxes and build up a little bit of strength, I would strongly recommend hitting those structure and strength workouts that are going to be on Tuesday mornings and Friday mornings for our AM session. The whole goal with that AM session is to really attack our weaknesses. Our PM session is going to be a little bit more like fun CrossFit-y type stuff. The AM session is kind of like the vegetables. It's the not super exciting stuff, but it's the type of stuff where if we're really trying to improve and trying to get better as athletes, that we can follow some progressions and really attack our weaknesses. So I want to give you a little background behind it. I'm going to be programming all of the aerobic stuff. That's always been my weakness and something that I've always had to work on and improve and figured out how to approach it correctly. So I'm going to be programming those, and they're going to contain a lot of running and a lot of burpees. That's what I suck at, and that's what I find that most high neuromuscular athletes that are really explosive aren't great at. But feel free, I'm going to put that in there almost every session. Feel free to change that running out for any machine that you're not very good at that you want to work on. Feel free to change those burpees into any movement that you want to work on. Could be kettlebell swings, gymnastics movement, could be like wall ball shots, that or box jumps, those types of movements. But it's going to be a lot of running and burpees because I feel like that's what I'm bad at, and that's what most high neuromuscular explosive athletes are bad at. And then the structure strength workouts are going to be programmed by Casey McAllister. So he is one of those athletes that is the opposite end of the spectrum, that like grindy type athlete that really needs to work on strength, needs to build a little muscle tissue in order to turn that into some explosive type strength for 1 rep maxes, which he has done and figured out exactly how to approach those types of athletes. So he's going to be programming that. We're doing this, kind of trying to walk the walk instead of just talk the talk. I'm going to be following these burpee progressions and running progressions. He's going to be, hitting these strength sessions. And then the PM sessions is going to be more of like a balance type program that's covering every, different type of strength movement, gymnastics, different types of workouts with more of like the aerobic, the mixed modal, and then also like the power output and anaerobic type workouts. And then all of these sessions are going to have a really good progression to them throughout the next few months into this, competition type season and ongoing past that. So again, don't feel like you have to hit all of these sessions. I wanted to give you a little bit of a kind of background of what we're changing and why we're changing it. But just let us know if you have any questions. Feel free to reach out to me directly. You can message me on social media or anything like that, or you could email me, kodaironview@gmail.com. Happy to answer any questions and dive into anything. Also happy to take some suggestions. I've already gotten a little bit of feedback on maybe throwing some like partner workout type stuff into there. So I'm going to be doing that as we get a little bit closer to the season, quote unquote. But just let me know any questions. Let me know any suggestions. Keep crushing it, guys. Thanks.